registration QR code. But yeah, it should be.
And is there like a maximum amount of students?
So right now we're estimating 50 students. However, there is subject to change depending on the demand that we see for the students. And this is something that we're not just working with SGA here. I also reached out to all 5 campuses at UPCC, and I'm trying to collaborate to get as many students interested.
The outreach isn't only supposed to be for UTEP students, but the entire El Paso community, whether undergraduate or graduate students.
So we're constantly having meetings with not just UPCC student government, but we're also going to reach out to the pipeline, the talent pipeline search that UTEP offers, and also the early colleges as well.
And a lot of our communications are with UMKC Law School faculty.
Senator Morales. Senator Alvaro.
We can apply.
You can apply as of right
We
now.
actually sent the flyer in the group chat.
Yeah, so the QR code should be there. You should be able to register.
Any questions? This is the first reading, so you do have time to ask questions during second reading. VPE Alvarez.
I know from one of the meetings that we had with your MKC, you all mentioned that you would like to give out some humors or something to some participants. Are you still interested in? doing
So
that?
the good thing is that we already, as you mentioned, when we spoke to UKMC, they mentioned that they're creating their own logo, when it has the UTEP SGA logo and the UKMC logo as well. And they're going to be providing their own merch. Essentially, the only thing we're going to be providing, is just the legal pads and the notebooks and stuff. But other than that, they're interested in.
So they would be orders.
Yes, they're going to be doing the merch.
Senator Paul, right?
First of all, this is really cool. This is a great job putting all this together. I was just wondering like how many professors are going, like they're doing like classes, like what's the format?
Yeah, so we actually have a whole, I don't know if we can pull up the itinerary,
Yeah, hold on.
but it's gonna include like from torts to might be like family law. It just depends on which professor comes. There's also gonna be
An IP list.
so there's also gonna be a student panel as well, where you're gonna get to meet real life students as well. So basically, one of the professors there, she litigated in El Paso for many years, and she knows the value that there is in this community, and that's what she wanted to take students from.
So this is a draft that we've been developing with what our students are interested in, what we think would be valuable for the summer program. It's a breakdown, day 1, day 2, and day 3. Day 3 is experimental, but a lot of it will be focused on advocacy, teaching you skills for whether law school would be right for you and your preparation for the 1L. So a lot of these concepts are going to be for your 1L. If you know what that is, it's the first year of law school.
And essentially, what our main prerogative is to make this like a continuous thing, just because we understand, as we previously stated, is that the LSBI program is very expensive. So we want to make sure that the people that don't have the money to do that they have still an opportunity to see what law school is like and what the preparation to those steps are as well. Additionally, to mention as well, they are covering about 11K of the bill. So they are putting out substantial amount of money into this program. So the least thing we can do is try to do our best with the overview.
So this is everything that UMKC is paying out of pocket. So for us, the least we could do is provide any supplies on our end, but also good quality food for them.
Yeah, so if I understand, they're going to be giving the lunch on the 3rd day, right, as well?
Yeah, they're also going to be covering lunch for the 3rd day. So we'd only be covering it for 2 days, not only for faculty, but the students in attendance. And it is a program that's going to be from 9 a.m. to around 4 p.m. each day. So it's going to be intensive. It's meant to be that way to stimulate that effect of what law school would be like. So we want to provide good quality food, not just for faculty, but the students in attendance.
And another cool thing as well is that they're going to be able to go to the courthouse as well. And they're going to be able to meet with judges and also professionals that either attended UKMC or they're networking from Alexandra's network pool. So they're going to get to see what it's really like to be.
The broad picture of it is just essentially to provide free legal education to underprivileged students.
President Oya.
I'd like to sponsor that.
I'd like to sponsor as well.
Any other questions?
VP Alvarez.
Okay, we go.
Perfect. Yeah, so we're really excited about this, guys, and I hope they are looking forward to it.
And also, like, the initiative of this was to bring recognition to UMKC Law School, because their bigger idea is to provide like a 3+3 program in. If you don't know what that is, it's essentially to start your law degree as an undergraduate student. They want to create that pipeline program here at our university, should be a very unique students for pre-law students because we really don't have anything outside of LSBI.
And they're seeking for a lot of like also diversity as well. And I know they're also willing to help for those interested in law school. For example, I myself is I'm applying to that school, and I've been in contact with Alexandra with also be, which is director of admissions. She's been like helping me prepare my resume, my personal statement and stuff like that, just to make sure that I am a competitive applicant, not just in that law school, but also a law school that I do end up coming.
And to add to that, Alexandra used to be a practicing attorney here in El Paso. She had a few practices. So she's really passionate, not just about UTEP, but the entire El Paso community and establishing the 3+3 program. What she wants to do is have that third year of law school when they're at UMKC to come back to El Paso and work at law firms here, working whether it's in the courthouse or with bigger firms, smaller firms, to grow our legal community because it's not that very developed in El Paso.
So what I can say also is that there is about 1 million Latino attorneys in the United States, and there's a lot of us in the population. So they understand that there's a disparity within that. There's also underrepresentation, and they want to contribute to that. So I think that's why her main prerogative is establishing our no passes to make sure that we encourage more Latinos to go ahead and pursue law career.
Any other questions from the side? Good job. Moving on to our next point of business, under announcement, VP Alvarez.
I have two quick announcements, but the first one, as you already know, we have a senator's birthday today. Okay, we're gonna sing happy birthday. All right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Astor. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, so that was my first announcement, and my second announcement is, well, because today's Senate falls before Valentine's, I got you all some goodies, a treat for you, and I actually have enough for everyone. And I do. So it's not much. I hope you like these. I love these. Favorite guilty pleasure. So before you leave, please Thank you. And that is all. I don't have.
All right, resuming back to the next point of business under announcements, we actually have 3 announcements coming from the outreach committee for 3 events that are happening this month. If the first one is the Hope and Health Fair. If you just give me a quick second, I can pull up. All right, so the Hope and Health Fairs, this event will be on from 8 to 1 p.m. on Wednesday 26th in Centennial Plaza. We were gonna ask for people to help with this event, but this event already has help from what I'm hearing. So if you just swing by to this event, we really appreciate it. We'll add it to the activities calendar. President William?
Yeah, if I could add to it, even if you don't find a volunteer, it's a great thing to go as students. There's going to be free blood tests, I think free HIV testing, a bunch of stuff for you to go get yourself checked out to make sure you're nice and healthy. So I recommend everyone go out there.
Thank you, President Elliott. The next one is Internship Awareness Day, which is happening. It's actually a tabling hosted by UTEP's Career Center. This is going to be on Tuesday, March 18th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. For this event, we still do need volunteers if you're available. Again, this is on a Tuesday from 11 to 2 p.m. Please contact Senator Gutierrez and we'll put you on the list. We really appreciate it if you can. Or if you could just attend the event once we get that filled up. Again, we'll add this one to the activities calendar, which is in our team's general panel. The last one is Alcohol Awareness Fair, which is happening on March 4th from 10 to 1 p.m. in Centennial Plaza. For this one, we do need volunteers. If you are available that March 4th from 10 to 1, please let Senator Gutierrez know. We will add this one as well to the activities calendar. Yeah, other than that, we'll move on to the last point, which is a little gift.
Yeah.
That's from President Lloyd.
So, well, everyone, thank you all for staying this long. As a little thank you for Juan Senate. Me and the execs wanted to go ahead and provide you all with the opportunity to master dining etiquette with the with the minor manners. It's gonna be it's gonna fall during our term of Senate on Thursday, March 6th of 2025, from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. So, we'll be paying for everyone's entry to that event. It'll be during Senate. The event is basically for you to learn dining etiquette. So like when you're doing professional events, you get invited, it's very common, you get invited to like mixers, that sort of thing. So knowing that etiquette, and as we build on that professional development for you all, we think this is great and the timeline worked perfectly. It aligns during the time we would be having Senate. So for March 6th, that's where we'll be. So there shouldn't be any excuses. So we'll go ahead and be processing only if you can't make it during March 6th, please go ahead and let us know. We'll go ahead and get, we won't go ahead and pay for your event. And then LA's non-voting members, everyone, that is in some way or another connected to SJ is invited.
Senator Diaz.
I move to adjourn by unanimous consent.
Got a motion on the floor to adjourn by unanimous consent. Any objections? I hereby adjourn this meeting at 8:29.
Buddy, we can all walk on it straight, so take it out. No, I think that's fine.